What is up, everyone? Can you hear me? Let me know. We're using the YouTube chat this morning. If you're one of my wolves that's in Discord, we are not going to be in Discord for questions. We'll be in YouTube. Can y'all hear me? Where's everyone joining me from this morning? Let me know if you can hear me. Hope everyone had an amazing weekend. Ready to get back to it. These markets are crazy. These markets are amazing right now. So we got a lot to get to. Hello, hello. Can y'all hear me? Oh man, thought I was alone. What's up with you guys? Everyone sleeping? Let's go. Let's go. Where y'all at? We're gonna get straight into process this morning. We're getting straight into process this morning, all right? First of all, market's gapping up. All right, for those who know anything about my process, that's where we're starting. Overall market's big picture first, macro first always when we can, okay? And that goes for my trading process in general, but it goes everything down to the setups. Whenever I can, I look big picture first. So what's big picture? Overall markets for now, okay? Overall markets for now. All right, there's my people. Sweet. Smash a like if you're excited that it's Monday. I remember that's all I could care about, you know, for, I want to say 5 or 6 years. There wasn't a Monday that went by where I wasn't excited for the most part, you know, outside of mitigating circumstances or something like that. But that will subside at some point. Weekends, you know, you'll enjoy a little bit sometimes and enjoy the peace and quiet. But at the end of the day, I know this is for me because every single Monday, you know, there may be some months that, you know, I'm a little more lackluster, but it always comes back, right? The passion to be here and to do what we need to do. First off, little tidbit as well. What the hell? That was weird. PRs. For those who are wondering about pre-market trading, after hours trading, specifically the one thing you'll notice PR wise, you don't need to be sitting around all pre-market if you're trying to catch morning PRs, okay? PRs meaning press releases, morning news, right? Generally speaking, they're going to drop news every half hour on the hour for the first few hours throughout the morning. Now, some will drop at 4 a.m., some drop it at midnight, right? Some are going to drop after hours news. But in general, the tickers that we've seen move pre-market, in general, those tickers will drop every half hour on the hour. So for me, for example, my pre-market process is going to be obviously get my scan open, get all my stuff open. But I'm not necessarily sitting around. You can still kind of get ready for the day, go about your day, do everything that you need to do. Just make sure if you're trying to catch PRs like I'm going to be throughout the end of the year until they stop moving tickers. It's every 30 minutes, right? So go make some breakfast, be back at 6:30 a.m. Go have some coffee, help your kids get ready. Be back at 7. And then 7:30 and 8 and 8:30. Depends where you live, right? I'm in Texas. Does that make sense, everyone? So that's what I like to do, at least with pre-markets. That's what I like to do with pre-market prep time, is go through tickers, see what starts to hit my scan. This scan, y'all, I'm at 500,000 right now only because I'm trying to eliminate some noise. There's a lot of noise. There's so much going on, especially with the markets gapping up. Okay. So just trying to eliminate some noise. So $500,000 volume. That's all I scan for, y'all. There's no magic to it. A lot of people are going to sell, you know, this and that in terms of scanning software and proprietary this and algorithm that. And it's a bunch of BS. You don't need it. Okay. By the time your algorithmic whatever or your whatever tells you stuff about what to do, I already know, because that's not where the magic is. The magic is in the scan, and then in the experience to understand what's going to move next and how it's going to move. So let's get into the scan this morning. All right. What have we seen? Because that's really, really important, especially when we're trading small caps. Okay. When we're trading small caps, what worked yesterday, the day before is always going to hold a lot of weight in my mind. Okay. What scanner do I use? I am using Scans, SCANZ. I've been using it for a very, very long time. I use them for my news feed and I use them for my scanner, right? And I use them for my watch list and alerts. I can set alerts on TradingView as well, but okay. So SPY gapping up, overall markets gapping up. Last few weeks, a little bit of trepidation, right? If you look, last few weeks, a little bit of trepidation in the overall market. So it's something to just keep eyes on, right? To keep eyes on, especially for my traders who like to trade big caps, my traders who like to trade mid caps. We've seen, obviously those are going to move quite a bit more with the markets, the overall markets, your SPY and your Qs, right? I'll just throw TQs up. But here are your Qs, and then we got IWM which tracks like small caps, right? These are the few, when I'm looking big picture, okay? When I'm looking big picture, that's what I look for. Yeah, LIPO's done almost 100 million shares this morning, okay? IWM looking like it wants to break out. This is the small cap, right? This is the small cap ETF, the iShares Russell 2000. Then there's SPY, right? You can see for the last few weeks it's been doing the opposite. So small cap been rather strong, y'all, right? Like it's been all year long. And I've been trying to tell people, but they're finally kind of getting in, right? Top percent gainers. First of all, okay, I've been laying off top percent gainers a little bit, right? Now they're volatile, don't get me wrong. And when I say top percent gainers, I mean day one moves. Okay, I've been laying off of them a little bit and looking for day 3 moves, day 4 moves, breakouts, not breakouts, trading the breakout, not trading the breakout, but loading like first green day bounces. Those sort of ideas are what attract me the most right now. Big picture setups that we know are working. Okay. That being said, third day surge. What's third day surge? All right. That's when we have a day 1 move followed by a day 2 of consolidation or pull, and then a day 3 surge. I mean, it literally is what it sounds like. It moves big time on day 3. Last week, we saw some of those turn into day 4s, right? Let's see quickly, 1 second. And this is really, really relevant. We still have plenty of time this morning, so this is really, really relevant. But we had like CMAX last week. Okay, CMAX, we're seeing these big multi-day breakouts and moves. This is the day I'm talking about, where if you want to try to get a breakout on any of these small cap charts, to me, and when I mean breakout, okay, here's a day 1 move. Here's day 2. Okay, here's a day 1 move, day 2. Here's a day 3 surge, didn't really work. Day 4 push, and then Friday breakout, right? So last week, we didn't see big day 3 moves as much. Okay, this is what I was kind of trying to mention. They kind of saw them grind a little bit. But this is the day 3 surge pattern. Let me get rid of all this for you quickly. Big volume day 1, drop in volume day 2, indicating potential liquidity trap, right? For day 3. Generally speaking, a nice day 3 surge, like there's still money to be made there. If you look at the range there, 330 to 430, there's a buck range. But generally you want more push on that on day 3 surge. This one took longer. But you can still see that this was the low, was on day 2 and then into day 3 before breaking out, right? Does that make sense? So I'm looking at this day on the chart or first green day bounce if this were to have been one more red day first. as a potential swing for a breakout. And then the idea is day trade it. Okay, sell into highs, sell into previous highs, which is the coolest part about these charts. You don't have to come up with anything. Okay, for me, it's about find the base, find good levels to risk, and then we have levels, right? We've got the sixes, we've got very clear levels on the 30-minute chart. 550 area, this 5 area, right? For me, where I'm looking at these as take profit areas as well. If you can hold shares into the breakout, so be it. That's great. I call it just like fuck it shares, YOLO shares, okay? Diamond hand shares. I don't mind that with some. But the rest of these, you don't know which ones are going to get stuffed all the time. Lock in. Does that make sense? Would I consider it for another surge this week? Yeah, I could see it happening. But once these charts go from 1 to 8, right? Probably goes to 10 and whatever else. But once they go from 1 to 8, and I'm missing days like this, okay? Or even the subsequent day where I can get good risk reward on crappy tickers, that's the idea for me still, okay? So I look at it more as not FOMO and how do I get in this, but how do I place myself the next time this presents itself, which is all fucking year, y'all. All right? Which is why you're going to see me get super, super aggressive through the rest of this year, as long as this continues, this market. As aggressive as I've ever been, and I should have been, but it is what it is. Okay, LIPO is our top percent gainer this morning, day one. I want to look at a few more things from last week so you can get a sense of what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, here's the sense that I'm trying to tell you as well, and it's important distinction is that CMAX the week previous, not last week, but the week previous would have broken out on day 3 or day 4. Specifically day 3, the day 3 surge probably would have been a little bit stronger. So maybe day 3 surge getting a little bit crowded, maybe shorts laying off day 3 a little bit. Okay. They're always going to be shorts present when you're pushing into previous highs like 6 over here, right? So that's how I look at it. You have profit taking areas. The chart gives you everything you need to sell into highs. And then if you can manage to take some shares further, then so be it. Okay. The right perspective. Sell some into the breakout. Sell it to everyone else who's chasing it. All the amateur traders. Okay. Sell it as the shorts are getting squeezed. And guess what you've done? You've flipped the paradigm. You have flipped the script from you being not a victim, but you being shorted on and then covering. When they cover, you're selling back to them, to the opposite. You buying with short sellers when they're covering. Right? So, pretty cool. All right. Quickly, we've got Serve from last week, SERV. If you're learning something, make sure to smash the like. If you enjoy these pre-market preps, make sure to smash the like. It helps us out here with the YouTube algorithm so we can try to get some decent information to some people out here, okay? Try to get y'all some decent information. Here's another great one, okay? Serve was a little bit different, and I was actually waiting for a first Green Day bounce here. So it didn't quite set up perfectly, but it was, I mean, look at this, you guys. 182 to 17. This is small cap right now. Right? 2-day move. Okay. Day 2 gapper. Day 2 runner on Serve. Day 3. This day here is actually a red day that ended up closing green. So it was kind of interesting. Then gap down, red day the next day, and then green day. So not perfect, but anytime you can get bases, right? And when I'm looking, when I'm looking for day 2, day 3, day 4 entries after a day 1 gapper, really, really, really important. I'm using day 1 because that's where the big volume is to find levels that I believe it may potentially bounce out later in the move. Does that make sense? Let me know in chat. Please say yes. Right? So Serve, for example, here's day 2, day 2 gapper. It did hold, day 1 levels. And here's day 3. If you're looking for day 3 surge, right? You could work a 660 risk area. Does that make sense? You can work a 660 area. If that would fail, I would start looking at like 5, right? A little bit of pre-market support and 4. I mean, it sounds funny, but it's true. And it will work, I promise. When I say work, you'll get maybe a bounce area there, but that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. It's really, really simple. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. There's a lot to it. There are a lot of ebbs and flows to it. But just know we're seeing multi-day, multi-week moves in small cap like almost like 2020, 2021. Okay? It's really, really important to understand that. If you're playing day ones, don't chase. It's really easy to get chopped around on day one gappers, right? It's really easy. And then just to see it like $10 higher the next week is not okay. I mean, it's okay to me. I don't care. But for a lot of you, it's going to make you noobs and people who don't have good processes do funny things. I can tell you my MO for the rest of the year on day one gappers is going to be as much as I can trade pre-market or after hours. Here's our 1 minute chart. Let's get into gappers now. Okay, we've got 10 minutes to talk about day ones. Sorry, really quick. A few other tickers from last week I want to get into so you can understand what I'm tracking this week. Okay, again, smash the like because I'm giving you guys the secret sauce right now on small cap, which is one of the most fruitful, volatile, amazing places to trade, but also the worst, most dangerous, shittiest place to trade, and you're just going to lose money if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, once in a while you get lucky and buy highs and it goes higher and you make money, but that 9 times out of 10, that's not the case, and those 9 times out of 10 are the part that screw everybody up in this game, okay? The strategies that you're trading, the ideas that you're trading, if you're new to this game, or if you've been doing this for years and trading with most other mentors, are going to lead you to a lot of suffering and a lot of like spinning around in circles trying to buy highs. It's not that easy. Okay. Fucking hard, guys. That trading momentum and trying to do that crap is very, 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 very hard. There's no margin for error. When you mess up, you're buying the top. You're trading psychologically fucked areas of charts, right? Like those who are trading stuff like the serve breakout, right? The serve breakout, something like on Friday, if you're trading $14, right? Like, it's really tough. It's a really, really, really tough game, okay? LIPO, for example. Let's get into LIPO. And if you go to last Monday's pre-market prep, we had another ticker that was gapping up big, and I mentioned, it's right through the market open. It gapped. It started spiking through high of day. Similar to this, right? And I mentioned, whatever, I don't really like it because it's going through high day and this is where every shitty trader in the world buys. That rings true to me every day. I don't care, right? That one happened to go like straight to $5 that morning or something. So it was an amazing morning spike and it went crazy, right? This has kind of a similar look to that, but that being said, I don't mind, right? I don't mind. LIPO, opening up near its pre-market highs. It says 4.8 million is the float here. I am going to, so I don't have to switch screens a bunch of times, going to do something quickly. I'm just going to get this up here. Thank you. Boom. This is dilution tracker. This is what I use to double check the fundamentals, right? The fundamentals. Their news is that they initiated a phase 2A trial and enrolled their first patients. That is a dog-eat-doo-doo catalyst in my 10 years of trading, basically. For a biotech, it's not a great catalyst. And it goes to show the market that we are in. Okay? It goes to show the market that we're in, right? Yeah, for those who want to join, for those who want to, yeah, we do pre-market prep every single morning for my group, right? I do it once a week for y'all on YouTube, but I do it every day for my group, and we do live trading every single day, Monday through Thursday. Friday, we'll do a pre-market prep and then trader therapy on Friday, which is even better than live trading, in my opinion. So for those who want to join, there is a discount going right now. It's 20% only for my YouTube people. You can use this coupon code. Where is it? Right there. QR code if you want to scan it, or link at the bottom of the video. All right. Let me move that for you too, so it's not distracting. So LIPO, medium offering risk, floats 4 point. This is what I use this primarily for quickly. 4.46. You can see that it says 4.8 here. It's actually 4.46. Warrants $1.40. Looky. 1.3 million warrants. $1.40, and they got it there. Okay. This is the game. I hope you guys understand that the game that we're playing is not what you think it is. If you're new, it's not. The PR is like, oh, look, here's a PR and this company's amazing and they're doing this and that and they're a bio. No. Okay. The game is they put out a PR to pump the ticker to a price in which they get money in their pocket. Them and the institutional investors, big money. While you and I and Joe Blow and the short sellers and Billy are the ones that bring the price to them by buying it, technically investing in their company. Does that make sense? That's the big picture. So right now, mission accomplished. They have one. Please smash a like if you understand this, right? And if this, because this will change the game for you, right? Most people don't even teach it at all, and even if they know, they don't know how to teach it because they just don't know. Okay, it's very simple. It's very, very simple. They've got 1.3 million warrants with an exercise price of $1.40. So 140. These guys, H.C. Wainwright, who are one of the main people who do this, right? Right now, at $1.40, H.C. Wainwright can exercise 1.3 million warrants. Multiply that times price. They sell that. These warrants they got not for free, but as an add-on for the money that they gave to the company as an institutional investor, right? So they would have bought shares at $1.40 from LIPO. Let's go find this offering. Here it is, probably. Right in this area. That's probably why they dropped up in here. When did they do this? 10/25/23. Boom. Look, see, I don't even have, and this is, I can see it in the chart without going to this. I can actually, you'll see the offerings on the chart because it fucking drops. Okay. It's really, really, really important. Please smash the like. It's like like this can change your life, you guys. I promise. It can change your fucking life and you're trading forever. Okay. And it's not hard. It's very simple. They dropped here in February because they dropped that offering saying, hey, even though we're in the twos, we just sold a bunch of shares to HC Wainwright in the ones, in the 140s. Then watch the price not recover, right? Even pop here with a little bit of volume recently in March, drop again, probably more offering stuff or whatever else or bad news, but you can see what happened, okay? Now they're gapping all the way up to $1.40. What do you think they're going to do up here? You think they're not going to dump the shares when it gets back up there? And they have, so they get their initial shares, they dump those into the market. If it gets back up to a 140, they get these additional shares that they then get to sell into market to sweeten the deal. You have to understand these tickers, especially with the interest rates right now, these tickers, right? The only way for them to get money is through these institutional investors. So, but these institutional investors it's basically like a payday loan for anyone who was ever down and out like I have been, right? It's like the worst possible financing that you can get. Does that make sense? So we'll be shorted. It happened last week too. It doesn't mean I don't trade them at all. It's not what it means. It means they'll probably spike it a little bit more today. Because if I have 1.3 million shares to dump, what do I need? Let me know in chat. Everyone, let me know. What do we need, baby? Liquidity. We need volume. Let me know in chat, right? If that makes sense to you, and smash a like. If that's starting to make sense to you, put the big picture together. Oh, this company, LIPO, put out a pumpy PR about their phase 2A trial, right? That they initiated it. So what? They started it, right? So what? So it's not to say that it can't move. It's just to say that my only strategy on this will be a buck hold today. We saw one like this, what, Friday or Thursday, fail too pretty badly, not work out too well. So I'll have eyes on it, but loose eyes, right? And I'll be watching for a buck hold and a push to like a $1.20, something like that. That's 20% trade right there, right? For a single. If I get the dollar area, it would look something like this area here. I could potentially smack it for a single, but that's all, right? And then cut if it doesn't work and boom. Easy peasy. NLSP. 3 minutes left, y'all. 3 minutes until market to open. Can I taste my secret sauce? Yeah. Yeah, we bottle it. We do. It's on the site. No, the secret sauce. I don't know what sauce you're talking about, but for trading, you know, a lot of experience at the end of the day too, right? I'll be watching for a buck hold, a $1 hold on LIPO. Very key level for NASDAQs. They got to hold $1 or they're going to be non-compliant. Some of these tickers are going to want to hold a buck. LIPO doesn't have a very big float for now. That being said, they are going to be bigger now. Their float's going to get bigger by like 6 million by 1 point. Sorry, guys. Too early on a Monday for jokes like that? I don't think so. NLSP, let's check it out. We got a bottom bouncer here. 18 cents, 40 cents. Always start big picture, daily chart, weekly chart. See what this bad boy's up to. Just traded a couple weeks ago. Big volume a few weeks ago. Here it is. Okay. Big gap ups to the 40s and both of times slammed to the 20s. Huge volume. PR this morning is... PR this morning, they announced a binding term sheet to merge. Oh, it's merger news on NLSP. Yeah, M&A news, I generally speaking stay away from. And the fact that it's gapping up to all of this previous resistance with huge volume has me a little bit weary on it. Okay, right? We've got highs to contend with here. Here, this entire area, bag holders and such. M&A news does change things. I'm not sure how it does. 30 million purchase agreement, blah, blah, blah. So we'll see. We'll see how it works. Monday morning's very much going to let things shake like always. YIBO, there aren't too many other big percent gainers on the scan this morning. With PRs at least. And PRs are very, very important to me, especially when I'm looking for multi-day moves and stuff like that. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, market's about to open, y'all. Market's about to open. Okay. Thank you everyone so much for joining me for pre-market prep this morning. We are, let's see, LIPO. Yeah, you know, we're going to have, I'll still have eyes on some of these tickers, but the day ones I'm not so interested in. Okay. Going to be watching a couple of these tickers from last week. This is what I'll leave you with. All right. Smash a like. Make sure you're subscribed for those who want to join and trade with me every single day. We do it. And my pack's the best place to be for small caps. No doubt about it in my mind. WINT, I'll be watching for potential move, multi-week move, multi-day move. YIBO is kind of low volume. But this weird gappy nonsense stuff going on here. Kind of interesting. Not sure what's going on there, but we'll kind of peek into it some more. CREV was another kind of funky gapper last week. Big one to kind of keep eyes on for bigger picture stuff as well. COUR, CMAX and Serve obviously are multi-week moves that we've got going on. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what we've got. All right. But very, very interested in how any of these set up, right? The cool part about this market, the best part, my favorite part, is that you don't have to have too much FOMO on day one moves. So here's a halt down on LIPO already. If it moves at all, it halts, right? If it moves at all, it halts, and that's because it came from 40 cents. Okay, so any think about it. 10 cents, right? 10 cents on a 40 cent stock is 25%. So anytime it moves 10 cents, it's moving 25% and it's triggering this NASDAQ volatility halt. Does that make sense? For those who want to join again, you can use the QR code at the bottom corner for a 20% discount only for y'all for this morning only. And then for my other wolves, we will catch you guys all in chat. Wolf stage right now. We will catch you all there. The rest of you stay safe. We will catch you guys on next Monday for pre-market prep. I know that you guys have been asking for YouTube videos. This week, we will be dropping quite a few. All right. We'll be starting to drop 2 or 3 shorter and longer form lessons for you guys on YouTube. All right. And for you gals, just to get you guys some more info. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream this morning. Hope you enjoyed the pre-market prep. Everyone stay safe. Have an amazing, amazing week. and I'll catch my wolves and chat now. Peace, everyone. Have a good one.